Ooh. Ooh, bitch, it is cold. 32 degrees, but it's still cold. I didn't know that car was back there. Man, there are a lot of fucking people here at the gym. 10 o'clock at night. Y'all at the gym instead of at home under the covers watching Christmas marathons. You're out here trying to crush it for like the 100th time. It's insane. I could never do that. And that's aside from the fact I haven't set foot inside of a gym. And I think at this point it's been a decade. Look at this over here. Grandma's getting ran over by a reindeer in a monster truck. This is the old folks home, like the boys, girls. It's boys, girls club, like Big Brother, Big Sister, Big Brother. Also, like the senior center. I've never actually been in there. So this video is part 2 to the Festive walk and talk that's already been uploaded. But we're doing things a little bit different. I had in my mind a different type of video series I wanted to do where I do my usual walk and talk, which I shouldn't really call it walk and talk because that's when I'm with other people. We're walking and we're kikiing, we're gossiping, whatever. I want to do one with Aaron. He said he'd be willing to. Because I know y'all are tired of seeing Grandma Andy. Roy City Hope Community. Why is it called City Hope? That's weird. More lights, as you can see. Do they take these down, like, at the end of the month? Every year, and they put them back up? Because I honestly can't remember all of the little things having lights on them before. I like that tree. Nice and green. Sapphire, blue sapphire, emerald green. It's a Pokemon Christmas. That's just gorgeous. Wow. It is what it is. And I'm tired of like having, like when I had C4 on here, old friend I had from almost 30 years ago, would love to have another live video with him in it. Like Instagram. I guess it would have to be done through Instagram unless he's here in person. He's not big on walking though. I would love to do that again and reminisce and just talk shit. There's plenty of people I would love to collab with. But basically, the series idea, I was thinking about calling it Night Thoughts instead of night filming or walk and talk. Night Thoughts. Because I do a lot of my filming at night anyway. Pretty much anything, if it's filmed at night, it pretty much counts as night filming. With exceptions, because if it's an abandoned derelict building or several buildings or homes, then it's urban decay. If I'm just visiting a city at night and I'm exploring the city and showing you parts of the city at night, that city travels. But it's interchangeable. I might go back through and change all of them. But I was thinking of calling this video Festive Night Thinking Part 2. I think there's going to be a Part 3. I know originally I said part 1 of 2. I think it's going to be a third part because I might go film the lights. Even these ones. I would probably never have a purple Christmas tree or like purple lights on a Christmas tree, but I like that. And I like this one because it kind of looks like candles are on it, but they're just those white lights, LED lights or whatever. So I was thinking about doing for this video, doing what I'm doing now, narrating, giving some exposition, and then like when I'm done with a topic, it's like I'm gonna be like, you're gonna flash to a scene. I'm showing you like the Roy PD Christmas tree lights because they're really gorgeous. You know, not all of it, just a little bit, and then flash back to me talking a different topic, and then back to the Christmas tree lights. There's Oku. Used to be my lucky china. I'm gonna be honest, I have no opinion on Oku. I just really have no desire to eat there. I had a Japanese place, and yes, there's a difference between Japanese food and Chinese food, with a lot of shared similarities. Midori Sushi was here for years and years. From 2008 till 2017 or 2018 or 2010. I don't know. And I love their food. And they closed, and it's like, that's it. All the places I liked here, all the Asian places I liked here, except for this Thai place here is good, and they're different enough for me to say, to eat there, you don't need to eat anywhere else. That is to say, and I'm not saying like, oh, Thai food is just like Chinese, it's just like, it's not, it's so different. Like I said, there's similarities in a lot of the cooking, but it's distinct and different. If you go there, you don't need to go and order like food from another restaurant, is what I'm saying. And if I have a craving for like, oh, they don't have my Chinese here, I just go here. And their pizza's okay too, but I can have pizza anywhere. I want Thai food when I go there. That's what I want. Thai food. They should sponsor me. They really should. There's like really nobody here except for I think the PD and the fire department people. I think it plays Christmas music when you go to the radio. What is that? What kind of tree is that? What are those little orange white things? Huh. I thought whatever fruit or berry or nut that a tree would have, that it would most surely shrivel up and fall down come the cold season. Even if it's not officially winter yet, it's still technically only fall. It's cold enough that your crops are going to die. So, wow. So then you have blue sapphire. Blue sapphire. I can't get the whole tree into the shot. Emerald green, green emerald. And then ruby red. That's the one I've got. Well, actually, I've got fire red. I don't think they had a ruby red. It's fire red. Leaf green, fire red. Those other Pokemon references were to other games in the series, I guess. That's cool with their lights, how they change color. That's not actually part of the show, but... I want to talk about Facebook. Like, some people from the Facebook group, Unofficial Sunset City group. Hi, me. I'm the owner and admin of that page, that group. Wow, what a milestone. We've been around for like just shy of a decade. 3 years shy of a decade. Maybe 3 or 4 years. So I think I built it in 2018. Had many pretenders come along and, you know, try to usurp me, try to, you know, like, let's put it to a vote. I'm like, no, bitch, there is no vote. This is not a publicly funded group. It is a private fucking group that I created. If you don't like it, there's the door. Leave. Leave the group. Make your own totally awesome group. I'm sure it'll thrive. Leave me and my group alone. It's a private group for a reason. Because I want to control the posting. Yes, I do want to control the narrative because I want people to talk about local politics. I don't really want them talking about Kamala Harris or Trump or Clinton or Biden. I want them to talk about the local mayor. He fucking died and really nobody talked about it. It got one mention in a post, I think, and that was it. No one really talked about it. Or the new mayor, how there was no election. He was just granted mayor powers. I guess the council was just like, yeah, you're mayor now. And the rest of the city was just like, oh, okay. Like, there was no upheaval, no backlash. Like, I'm not sitting here and like wishing for chaos or anything. I'm just saying it's weird there was no pushback. There was no like public. It's like everybody was just like, oh, okay. They're not questioning. Sure, I don't know a lot about what goes on in, you know, public office, local government. I assumed, okay, they need an interim leader figure, a mayor, until the election, so then we can vote and elect a new mayor fairly and normally. Well, from what I heard, he's mayor for good. At least until it's like, what? When the fuck does this happen? So if you're in office on a council when the old mayor kicks the bucket while in office, you can automatically become mayor? Is that it? How I'm understanding it? It's just so weird there's no pushback. I was literally the only person asking questions. Everyone else was too like, oh, Mayor Manson died? He was so young. Bitch, I thought he was 80. And he was only like 68? That's gotta be a fucking lie. That dude looked like... he looked wrecked. Let me just put it that way to be polite. Yeah. It's just, I just find it weird. So when people come in there and want to start shit, and I've given so many trolls a chance. Because I'm like, look, if you agree to the rules and you la-di-da-di-da, because I check. I'm not promising every mod and admin does this, but I check retroactively to make sure that you have agreed to the rules and answer the questions. If you haven't done either or one or the other, you are automatically up for ban. And it's been posted since 2021. The first time I ratified the rules to make it clear, and I used concise, clear nomenclature for people to fucking understand. And people were still being, well, you changed the rule. How can we possibly follow when you changed the rules on your... It's one loudmouth out of a fucking minority, the only person No one else complained. Because I was keeping the spammers out. Keeping the scammers out. The trolls, the bots. I don't give a fuck what you think, hon. I am the owner. I have the special distinction between even an admin and definitely a moderator and a normal poster. I created the page. I am the page owner, the group owner. If you don't like my terms and find them tyrannical or like a dictator, then fucking leave. We're better off without you. I promise. We are going to be better off without you. Even orange, like, I would not consider orange to be a Christmas color, like, at all. But it works for this purpose. It works. Little teddy bear thing. A little sad, pathetic tree. I like the lights, though. The turquoise. Very pretty. Red. That almost looks like popcorn on a string. Almost. I like this. Again, it's more like a Halloween color. It's more of a Halloween color than actual traditional Christmas, but it works for what it does. Because they have to have like unique tree colors. They can't just have it all be red, white, and blue, or green, white, and red, or what have you. Another Christmas bear. I just find it funny when people, the loudmouth shitsters who are like, well, let's put it to a vote, and blah blah. There's no voting. It's not a democracy. It's a private group. My title distinguishes me from everyone else in the group, meaning I do have that sole authority. Unless I myself are breaking Facebook's TOS along with the group, which, mind you, we've had many threats, hollow threats from stupid people who didn't know what the fuck they're talking about. Facebook themselves have never come down on me or the group. And I like at least once a month, I check our status. We're always in good standing with Facebook. So I've been threatened personally. Like, I'll have your group taken down. Ha ha ha. It's going to be deleted or banned. Meanwhile, that person, Facebook had gotten back to me. Funny how their complaints fall on deaf ears, because I never hear anything from Facebook saying one way or the other about their complaints about blah, blah, blah. But when I reported him for, okay, he was supposedly blocking me, leaving the group, because I banned him for starting shit in the group, he goes out of his way to message me, and you're this and that, and you're a shithead, and your group is going to be deleted. And it's like, oh, why? And so I reported, I said, this is attempted intimidation, they're threats. He could have simply blocked me and moved on. He chose not to. And Facebook got after me and said, yeah, we reviewed it, and yeah, you know, whatever they said. Basically, they said they agreed with me. I said he was starting shit in the comments. I asked him politely not to use such huge animated emojis, because some people's bandwidth, and if they're a phone poster, like, it can't handle it, and it causes lags and crashes and eats up memory and data. Wasn't having it. So instead of just asking why or taking it to PM, he gives me a big middle finger emoji. Fuck you, shithead. I can do what I want. It's a free group. And that's another thing. It is not a free group. It's actually a private group. It's not even a public group. And people like to try to put words in my mouth as the creator of the group and say, well, this is meant to be fun. And I said, no, it's not. It's meant to discuss local career opportunities, education, and politics. It's not a fun carousel romper room type of thing. I like this tree. It's very Kind of a dead looking tree, but obviously because it's not the month for it, but I like the colors. That's the kind of tree I think my grandma probably would have had. Just all pink and garish. Like that. Another bear. Another sad dying purple tree. I like this one. Looks like icicles. Let's see. North Pole. That's the North Pole, the Christmas kind of North Pole. Another gazebo. This one I don't think even gets used. They have lights on it, but nobody uses it. That tree is really sad, pathetic, that one. Doesn't even look like it's alive. Why bother putting lights on it? It's like a twig. Another bear. That one's really cool. Red and white. Not really Christmassy though. Near as that one, although it's pretty because of the emerald. This one, I really like this one. I really like these lights, this light combination. It's very, like, standard, like, it's very basic, but I like it. That one, too. It's the same. But it's a different type of tree. This time of year, always, like, I don't really get depressed anymore. I got plenty of reasons to be depressed with, like, all these tension headaches, hypnic headaches. It's like, Lord, just make it fucking stop already. Just make it fucking stop. I think I realized more like I'm not really excited for Christmas. Like, I don't hate it. It doesn't really stress me out. I could easily set it out and nobody would be harmed by it. Like, I don't have an immediate family of my own that's like counting on me to get that Christmas bonus and bring home all these gifts. Like, no. We could set it out this year and nobody would be harmed. But I always participate because I always have participated in Christmas. Because I think one of the main things, chief points about it that we all like forget every year is that it's about being together, you know, togetherness with friends and family. This fucking idiot signaled and he's not even turning. Must be a Utah driver. Where else are you gonna find people who drive like that? Am I gonna turn? No, but I better signal. I better signal now, damn it. I hate my present living arrangement. I think this is probably by far, I don't think it's the worst. I think it's one of the worst because I think my first time in Sunset was probably the worst because it was just drama all the time. My first time in Roy is easily second place. That would have been first place or tied first place, except it was passive aggressive drama from the guy upstairs. In Sunset, the first time it was Joanne's. She was actively aggressing us at each twist and turn, every chance she got, letting her dog loose, unsupervising her kid and letting him do whatever he wanted. It was nuts. This time of year, it just makes me think about Christmases past, the things I've gone through. I'm not trying to make it like a soapbox, like I'm crying, like, oh, I feel bad for you. I'm just talking about like my experiences. And I do have traditions, like when my cousins, he comes, stays Christmas Eve. This has been a tradition since he moved out. When he moved out, it wasn't stay at mom's house and then wake up on Christmas. No, he would just go directly there when he woke up on Christmas Day and spend all day Christmas Day and maybe stay the night. Because we would watch bad movies and make fun of them. Maybe play some Silent Hill. That I know it's like Christmas. Yeah, let's play Silent Hill. Survival horror. But that's what I like about it, because it's a non-trad, non-traditional tradition. It's our tradition. Other people try to be way too by the book, and I don't think it works out. There's two types of people around Christmas time. People who have their own tradition, that some might include like eggnog, singing, Christmas movies, whatever, cooking, basic traditional Christmas things, and then like their own things. And then there's some who just straight up, they do their own thing. And there's people, like I said, who try going so by the book, and there really is no book, but they want to, like any of those Christmas holiday books that, there's books that are out all year round, and you go to a library, you can get Christmas books all year round because it's a fucking library, it's a bookstore. But like in my family, we had books about Christmas. We would bring out like maybe the week of Thanksgiving and put away like sometime after Christmas. But basically they weren't out of storage for the whole year. They were only brought out when Christmas was approaching. And their fences are decorated with snowflakes and candy canes because they're turned off. I don't really see the point. They must have been burnt out, because look, the American flags are turned on, but their candy canes and stuff aren't. When are they going to have it turned on? During the day where you can't see it? But, oh my God, where's my damn inhaler? Ugh. There we go. Basically, oh, that's pretty. Their tree looks pimpalicious. I like our unique traditions, which I think is much more than my immediate family. I almost consider my cousin immediate family, because we're not as around as much as we used to be. But we would do everything, go shopping, go see a movie, whatever, develop ideas for stories or for a game that we wanted to make. Because my immediate family is like, they could care less about Christmas. They're like, what do you want? And I'm like, I thought you didn't even celebrate it anymore. But I get it. It's part of it is also a positive feeling that you get from giving to others. And it's a better feeling, I think, when you give to people, like your children, grandchildren, friends, family. The bear looks sad. He didn't get what he wanted for Christmas. Those LED swirling light trees. This tree looks more Halloween than Christmas, like that purple one. But it's still okay looking. For the purpose of this, it works. Of walking around and seeing different colored lights. Because, they're not going to have them all be like, green, white, red. The same ones. I'm going to have to go around to the other side to get those other trees. on the other side. Oh. What? Look at those. They change color. You can't really tell in the film, but they change. They go. Look at that. That's nice. We're just coming back around this way to go to the other side of the building. I just can't get over how gorgeous this green and blue trees are. They're probably gonna fucking pull me over, but like, sir, you're obviously intoxicated. One thing I hate Secret Santa, like at work, where you have to buy a gift for, I mean, it's like, I would rather go Dutch, because I don't like, I would rather, if there's someone I liked and just surprise them with a gift, I would do that. But a lot of people find it weird, and they think that you're, like some people, you know, and it's like, no, I knew you liked this, you didn't have it, I wanted to get it for you, because I thought we were like friends. And of course, work in school, people use the term friend way too loosely, and it doesn't really mean what it means, what it says. So, you know, if two coworkers are like, hey, you know, I'll get you something, you get me something, or whatever, we'll both get each other something under $20. You know, it could be whatever. Of course, they're like, oh, I can tell you love to eat, so I got you a Big Mac. It's been in my car this whole time. I'd eat it. I have no shame. If it's one of those Pizza Hut personal pan, those little mini pepperoni pizzas, I'd eat it. I do not give a fuck. I love those things, and they're small. I would rather have one of those for dinner than a full-sized Pizza Hut pizza, in my opinion. Because for some reason, I think its compact size makes the cheese and everything, it's more cohesive, it tastes better. Is that a stump or a dog? Oh, that's a stump. I thought that was a dog. And I was like, there's a dog asleep out here in the cold. It's about to wake up and bark at me. No. I mean, it makes sense. They're right across from, you know, the fallout point of where the zombie apocalypse is slated to happen. I can understand these homes here having their dogs out, because this is what do they call it? Ground zero. It's ground zero for the zombie apocalypse. Now people are like looking out there, what the fuck is this guy doing? I'm moving, I'm going, I'm walking over here. Ground zero. It's ground zero for the zombie apocalypse. They're right across the street. So when great grandma Edna rises from the grave and she's craving brains, there's all these houses to choose from. Wouldn't that make for like an interesting Christmas movie? Like a Christmas, have they done a Christmas movie about zombies? I feel like that hasn't really been done. I know Scrooged with what the fuck is his name? The guy from Ghostbusters. Bill Murphy. Had a zombie guy in it, but like that wasn't what the movie was about. But like an actual Christmas movie, but it was like a zombie horror movie. Like it was Christmas time. People are like, God, I miss Uncle Steve. Too bad that hooker and her pimp double teamed him and shot him at that sleazy sex motel up the street. And then like some radiation from like some government drone or what have you leaks out into the ground, And so the dead start rising from the ground. And one of them's Uncle Steve. The girl is kind of thinking that she spoke like a magic word, like a Christmas wish came true. But really what it is this biological warfare by the government. There's more houses here. Though, I can't speak for the volume of percentage of actual brains to house ratio. The zombies might be like in The Simpsons, when they're like banging on Homer's head. Reindeer's trying to run over Grandma. No, run, Grandma, run. Pick up your walker, just fly. He's like, ha ha ha. I will say for this time of year, I like how festive everything is. Everyone gets. Because there's a lot of reason to not be. If you know. She actually looks happy. Grandma looks like she's smiling. What's up with that? And these trees here in the front. Very simple, but pretty. That's like the standard Christmas tree from like the 70s, 80s, 70s. By the time the 90s roll around, everybody was using those like those white trees that look like they have snow on it. I just want like a standard green Christmas tree with those 1970s colors. Put my damn inhaler away. There we go. Oh, that looks cool, the view from here. Someone went through a lot of trouble to design and put all this up, and it's I don't remember seeing this even like deactivated any other time of year. So someone has to go up there with a ladder and take all this down. I do not envy that person. But people here crack me up. It's like, if you've lived here long enough, I don't consider myself a Utahn. I'm an outsider looking in. Because some of the things they say and their cultures, the things they do, make no fucking sense. And I'm not talking about the like local LDS population. They're part of it, some of them. It's just people who move here and they adhere to like the weird local stigma. I don't know what to fucking call it. Local superstition, the culture. They do. They fucking conglomerate into it because they have no culture. They're moving from New York. They're moving from California. And they're like me at first, mocking everything. But then you see them acting like they're like, oh, look at those wacky LDS neighbors. And then they're doing like the same things they're doing. And picking up the same habits and talking about the same thing. And it's like, yeah. Probably not LDS, maybe like inactive or ex-LDS. But the thing is that those old habits really do die hard. I knew people who were in the church for years and they left. And they still act like they're active, like Sunday going members every day. And these new people that move out here, they act the same way too, because they're just like, not immediately, not overnight, definitely, but over time, because like I said, they come here getting away from where they were, and they just like adhere to the local culture, the local superstition. It's really fucking weird. It's a weird phenomenon. I know I've picked up a lot of it too from my other mom, Marva, back in the day. So I'm not exempt from that, but a lot of things I don't do. Yeah, this tree here, hidden in the back, that's my ideal Christmas tree. With more branches, more pine needles. Basically a bigger, thicker tree. But those colors. Yellows, greens, red, blue, orange, because that to me is just Christmas colors that I grew up with. Oh, nice, they got a tree, an office tree inside. I think my aunt said she used to have one in her office at Christmas time. She worked for the California PD, Cal City, California. I can't remember. I'm sure I'd been in there around Christmas time. I just never made a habit to go there because I really had no reason. That looks like a pickle or... looks like something. Another garish tree. I think these are the same lighting patterns as they have each year. I think these are cypress trees. That's why they're kind of pickle shaped. These ones over here are like an oak tree or a mesquite tree, pine tree. These ones in the front, these are cypress trees. I know those from The Sims, and of course I see some of them in Cal City, where I used to live. They would line the road into town from Mojave. And I knew they could be big. I didn't know they got this big. That's wild. Cannot be all of the 5600 project. Cannot. Sweetie, this cannot be all of it. They didn't really get much from it though, did they? All those houses that were there that are gone now. For what? They got rid of a mile and they got an inch in return. For what? And more people's fucking RVs, and it's like, it's freezing. Oh, it's hunting season. I forgot fucking people here in Utah do that. Not everybody. Like there's large parts in Sunset Roy that do that. And you can tell because they have the big RV campers. It seems like they're always out 24/7. I hate camping. I would not enjoy killing an animal. Hunting, the whole process, the whole prospect of it. Purpose is the prospect of finding an animal, killing it, you know, cleaning it, gutting it, eating it. You know, I eat chicken, but I'm not like relishing in the prospect that it's been killed and dismembered and all that. That one glitches out like it's having a stroke or something, like it's in the Matrix. See, it looks like it's green, then it glitches and it changes color. Just watch. It'll do it. Any minute now. I'm going to look away and then it's going to do it. And it's going to start doing it. Oh, see? See? It did it. Right when I mentioned it, it did it. Oh my God. I had such a weird dream last night. The holidays always bring out weird dreams in me. Like, not really a nightmare, but just a weird dream. to my old house, which is pretty much how it was when I was living there 20 years ago. I lived there more recently than 20 years. Like 15, 14 years ago, in 2009 was the last time I lived there. And the last room I had was currently my mom's room. It was the second biggest bedroom. But in my dream, and in many such dreams that I've had before that, the small child's bedroom in the front of the house was my room. And I don't know if it seemed bigger in the dream, because it's not a big room at all. You step in the doorway and that's the whole room. But I had, obviously it looked like I live there now. Obviously in my dream I'm much younger. That's cool. I'm much younger, like probably my teens. But having things like what I have today in the group, having things that I own today in the room that obviously I didn't own, 24 years ago was the last time that was my room. Maybe it was 22 or 21 years ago. Because 2003 is 21 years ago. I graduated in 2003 and I got to move back to the big room at some point. I can't remember when. My parents demoted me to the shitty tiny room for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because they hate me. So maybe 22 years ago was the last time that tiny room was like, the whole year or the whole school year was my room. It was definitely my room for part of or most of 2003, I think. Because when I did senior year 2002 and then graduated in 2003, I still have the small bedroom. It's so pathetic. Bringing people over and like, this is your room? Yeah. So I lie and tell people the bigger room is for an uncle and a cousin that lives there. But we're always at work whenever they'd visit. Because I was like, I don't want people thinking that I'm just a loser in this like tiny fucking room. Reindeer police. Is that a snowman arresting an elf? That's funny. I think this whole tree display is fake. Like, that's not an actual tree. It's just a stand-up tree. Like that you can buy at Home Depot. My aunt really likes this one. I call it dripping in gold or whatever, because it's like frost or raindrops or icicles for me, but they're gold. It's solid gold. It's a gold dust. It's not a gold dust woman. It's not gold dust wrestler. It's gold dust the tree. Of course, that's America tree. Very patriotic. Yeah, this one's a fake tree because I don't think there's even anything there the rest of the year. But can you imagine buying a tree like that, electronic LED digital tree like that, and finding any place for it in your house unless you live in a fucking McMansion? Because there would be no way that I would be able to do that. Alright, so that's my uncle's room. And to be fair, I talked about this before. When that uncle came out, many years ago, 24, 25 years ago, for some specialist surgery, he came here. He stayed with us. My parents insisted, or my mom insisted, because him and my mom's sister, my aunt, were long divorced at that point, I think. Oh, a nice Satan sculpture. And I never got along with this uncle. I always thought he was an asshole. And he was mean. Cute little dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. And I never got on with him, thought he was mean. And I was in the smaller room. It was right around the time that I was demoted, or I like to say relegated, to the smaller room. Demoted would imply I did something to deserve being put there. And I think that it was just an easier way to bother me. Even though as a growing teen boy I needed space, they put me in a small room. Take away my things, all of that. But anyway, he would stay in the bigger room. And his son, my cousin, would sleep in the living room on the couch or in the family room. Because that's since been converted back into a garage. But back then it was a fairly nice, credible family room. And of course it's been ruined. Merry Christmas.